So we all know that Transformers started out as a toy company, and its toy line still going on till today, even to knockoff companies making their own figures. Today we'll be taking a look at my very first knockoff, Dark of the Moon Skyhammer, or Dong Man Jing Gang. But yeah, what is this packaging? Why does it use the freaking old RID Transformers packaging from like 2015? It is very, very funny. And why? For comparison, we have a legacy packaging as well as a modern day Studio Series packaging, because just get an idea of how packaging has come along. Packaging has come a far way since, I believe, 2011. Like, wow. So yeah, without further ado, let's get this guy out of the packaging, shall we? Let's. Now, unboxing this guy was pretty easy. It's like unboxing your modern day deluxe class figure, so it's pretty easy to get out of the box, although it did get caught up on some tape, so I do recommend having a pair of scissors on hand just in case that happens. And overall, I have to say, detail on this guy, it's pretty good. Nice silver paint, nice blue for the head sculpt, nice red, and yeah. But everything else on this guy, it's a bit loosey-goosey. Yeah, it feels like a knockoff. Oh my god, okay. I thought I was about to break this dude because for some reason... Why? Okay. God, that's scary. Oh my god, that's scary. Look at this. Like the way it bends, it's flexing the plastic. You see that? Oh, no, I don't like that. Okay, yeah. Functionality-wise, it's pretty scary. It's definitely a knockoff. But this guy also does come with a MechTech weapon. MechTech. I miss these things. MechTech. Since it does have knockoff quality, it does get caught on itself. Like, watch this. It doesn't... You have to manually push it back. So for comparison, I have a Voyager Shockwave from Dark of the Moon itself, back from 2011. I have a Leader Class Sentinel, back from 2011. I have a modern day deluxe legacy figure, a modern day Studio Series Galvatron, and Galvatron from Age of Extinction from 2014, and 2017 Megatron. So let's get this guy into alt mode, shall we? Let's. Alright, after getting this dude in alt mode, I will say that the transformation was fun. At the same time, things don't want to line up correctly. Some things want to fight you. Doesn't want to fit up that nicely. Like, look at this. And then it just doesn't want to fit up that nicely. As well as there is a split in his crotch. Don't quote me on that, but there is a split in his crotch, and it's very scary, and I know this guy won't last that long, but I do like the design of the alt mode though. It's a very good looking design. It's just things don't want to line up correctly. And also you have this too, right there. Overall, this figure is pretty nicely done for a knockoff. Nice silver. The paint apps are really nice on this guy. The only thing I don't like is the quality of the plastic. Again, it is a knockoff. Overall, for my first knockoff, it's pretty good. I wouldn't go out and buy several other knockoffs, but this is pretty good for my first knockoff. Transformers Dark of the Moon came out in 2011 and involved, this time, a moon conspiracy, and I have to say, this movie is the equivalent to Avengers Endgame for Transformers. It has a major final battle at the end, and I have to say, this may be my favorite movie in this entire franchise, just because of the non-stop action, non-stop hype that there is throughout this movie. And yeah, Michael Bay brings his A game throughout this movie, and this movie also has the best CGI in the entire series. There's one scene in particular, this has the best CGI. There's a scene in the beginning where Optimus Prime is just standing there. It just shows his foot. Foot looks like it's a 3A figured, upscaled, and just standing there. That's how good it looks. It looks like it's actually there. It doesn't have that Bay filter that makes everything look shiny, or I have to say, this movie's CG is probably the best CGI I've seen besides Godzilla vs. Kong. It's so good looking, and I will even top this. At me, internet, the CGI in this is 100 times better than the CGI in Avatar. Come at me, internet. Come at me. I know you want to. Intro is such an improvement over last time. It keeps the momentum going. You have Arc, you have Cybertron battles, you have the moon landing. And one part that helps the energy flow is one thing I never talked about in these reviews yet, is the music throughout this entire franchise. The music in these films are perfect. It keeps the momentum going. The arrival to Earth scene in the first one, the Nest theme in the second one. Now you have this entire soundtrack, and I love it. The highway chase theme, the scene where Optimus Prime is just wrecking a bunch of Decepticons. So I listen to that theme when I'm working out because it keeps my blood flowing and keeps my adrenaline high. Like, that's how good it is. Another thing I would like to talk about is small, tiny details throughout this movie that I absolutely love. Like, for example, there's a scene where Bumblebee is about to get executed. Barricade looks away. That's how you know that the director and the visual effects artist can tell they're putting love into this movie. They're trying to make it as much as better than the last one. As far as cringe factor wise, I will say Deep Wing, that's the cringiest part of this movie, and that's just about it in my opinion. There's not much other cringe going on. And as far as flaws with this movie, besides the cringe factor, the entire first half of this movie doesn't get going until Sentinel Prime shows up and is like, all right, activate the pillars in the highway chase. That's when the movie really gets going. And when it starts going, it goes 1 to 100 like that. Overall, Transformers Dark of the Moon is my favorite film of this entire franchise, possibly. I absolutely love it. It's energetic, it's fast-paced. The first act may start off slow, but it gets us somewhere better. This is the equivalent to Avengers Endgame for Transformers, to me. Transformers Dark of the Moon gets a 9.5 out of 10. Yeah, man, it's absolutely amazing. I love this film. And yeah, tomorrow we'll be talking about The Age of Extinction, the Far From Home equivalent. Well, you know what I mean. That's all for this time. Punch out like button, face like boss. See you guys in the next show. Bye-bye.